I love how a lot of you guys on our social media are agreeing with me and Kirsty as far as how that game went. Please continue judging them harshly. Send in those comments. We are homegrown_Cape Town TV. But right now I am joined by the gentleman that actually did win the game. He's the love for music started at 6 years old when he heard in his father's church the choir and the songs of worship that went into the whole atmosphere, and he fell in love with music to a point where along the way he started developing interest, writing music, listening to more sounds, to a point where he released his debut single on the 29th of June. The name of that single is titled Through It All. It's actually going to be closing off the show with that amazing banger. So you guys stick around for that performance. But for now, welcome back Enkosi Camagau in studio. My brother, how you doing?
I am awesome. Thank you so much for welcoming me here. I'm looking forward to for more. Yeah. Thank you.
Let's talk about the fact that you grew up in church, listening to a lot of gospel music and being a PK. How does that shape the songwriting? Where as far as I would think you might be write more of gospel music, but a lot of people that grew up in church branch into other sounds.
Yeah.
How has that shaped you as a human being and as a songwriter?
At first, I was very rebellious, basically, because I was the person that always wanted more, and I believed in myself so much that I went against a lot of the things that I was being taught whilst I was young, basically.
Yeah.
And being in such a position where you feel like there's more that you could learn, there's more that you could adapt into, there's more that you could tap into, I ended up being a person that actually goes to sessions, right? We would have these sessions in Fuleni, and we would see a lot of rappers there and all that, but there was not a lot of singers. So I came as a person that was to say indo that was different a bit from what was being done by everyone.
Yeah.
And I liked that. I liked the attention. I liked everything else, right? And those people, they actually taught me how to play music. But then now, obviously, we come from different backgrounds. And coming from different backgrounds, there's that thing of, wanting to stick with what you grew up with, but at the same time, you want to adapt and, feel like you're part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So in a way, I started with just doing regularly what everyone was doing. But then when I found myself, I then realized that there's nothing wrong with actually tapping into different kinds of streams of genres. But the thing is, I could still, be positive in my lyrical content, even though I'm tapping into a certain genre that was different. It took a long time for me to get there, but eventually I did get there.
I know that you love standing out and being different to a point where you fuse a lot of genres to come up with your own.
Yeah.
Why was it important for you to have an innovative sound?
It's the influences around me. People that I meet, the different music that I hear, the different art forms that I see even. And that, I think, added. Because when you build a house, my brother, you don't build it with just bricks. There's different things that you build a house with. You have to have this and that, and that creates a house. So it's the same thing with the human. I'm not just a human because I'm a Christian, but I'm a human because I experienced different things, I've seen different things, I've done different things, and they brought me to become this particular person that I am today. So I think that fuse, or those different diverse entities that came into play made me who I am.
What series of events led up to the relationship that you have with Legacy Records? How did that come about?
Bro, well, people that know me, they still are surprised to see me now, because they think that maybe I'm crazy or something because I've gained a lot of weight in a couple of years. And
I cannot relate, but shout out.
Yeah, but they all know, you know what I mean? So
Six-pack gang.
Basically, So basically in 2020, I met a guy called Asanda Kupe, who is the founder of Artworks. Artworks, it's a non-profit organization that caters for all kinds of artists. They give them opportunities, they give them mentorship, and they just walk the walk of life with them. Because an artist is not just an artist. An artist is first a human. And those basic needs need to be taken care of. And for them to be taken care of, you need people that can guide you to make sure that you get to that part. And so when I met the guy, it took me time for me to actually let him, sign me, enroll me in Artworks. But then eventually I did. And when I did, I then went through this process of obscurity when I was just finding myself and trying to discover who I am. And when I did, with their help, he then introduced me to this production called Legacy Production, which now they felt that I was ready to actually go outside and actually preach out whatever that I am, or to dish out whatever that I am out there. So
you have dished out that everything that you are in a form of a new single.
A new single.
Through it
brother.
all,
Yeah.
tell us more about it.
Through It All is basically a song about heartbreak. It's basically...
It's Amateur. See you, see me, see us.
So what happened is that I wrote this song because I was so astonished by the power of women, right? Women have so much power. When we as men, we get to a point where we are so in love, we forget about the basic things and we think that there's more out there, not understanding that there's this that made you feel this way. So you need to keep it. So this guy, he thought he was, the best guy to play the game. So he played the game and the game hit him hard. And so the woman saw him with another woman in their bed, and they're doing what she basically knows
Is
as
the guy
their
in the
way.
story you?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm very good when it comes to storytelling. This is one of the gifts that we are given as artists, to tell the stories that we are being told by our fathers, by our friends, and everyone else.
And then you relate that through your music.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Yes,
your
sir.
time, my brother.
Yes, sir.